Mama cried into a flour sack towel. Papa stared through the cracks in the wall. Dust rolled in like a funeral shroud, covered our crops, our house, our all. The well ran dry and the barn fell lean. Corn turned gray where green had been. Preacher said it was God's own wrath, but I saw hell in that dry wind's path. It was a black sky morning when I walked away. Coat too thin for a Kansas day. Shoes full of holes, heart full of steel. One last look, ain't no time to heal. Black sky morning took my home, left me riding the wind alone. Brother died in the cradle last May. Sister caught fever and faded away. Nothing left but ghost and dead, and a boy with a storm in his silhouette. I carved my name in the cottonwood bark, swore I'd return when the world ain't dark. But the wind don't wait and the land won't yield, so I walked on out through that fallow field. It was a black sky morning and the sky don't lie. You either dig your grave or learn to ride. With a half-packed bag and a mind gone cold, I sold my soul to the open road. Woke up with the dawn, washed the grime from my face. Gotta make $1, gotta get out of this place. Sweat on my brow, heart in my throat. Job's paying crumbs, but I keep the hope. I'm walking a line between lost and found. One step to heaven, 2 feet on the ground. Clean hands, dirty roads, I'm trying to make it through. Clean hands, dirty roads, I'm trying to make it through. The wind's blowing cold, taking pieces of my youth. Clean hands, dirty roads, I'm trying to make it through. Every night I pray for a break in the sky, for something to change, for a reason why. But silence remains, I can't break these chains, dragging my soul through the dust and the pain. This road's getting longer and the nights stay cold. A good man's story ain't easily told. I'm walking a line between lost and found. One step to heaven, 2 feet on the ground. Clean hands, dirty road, I'm trying to make it through. Clean hands, dirty road, I'm trying to make out of Tulsa on a southbound train, smoke in my lungs, hunger in my brain. Had a pawn shop Gibson and a pocket of lead, playing songs for the living, shooting ghosts of the dead. Met a gambler in Texarkana town, taught me how to cheat, how to shoot, how to drown. He said, son, life's a crooked freight. Then he handed me a flask and a 38. I got 6 strings and a 38. Ain't much mercy, ain't much fate. One sings soft, one talks loud, one charms a crowd, one clears it out. My tune's outlaw, my soul ain't straight. Just 6 strings and a 38. Played a dive bar in Abilene, folk song sharp like a guillotine. Sheriff came knocking with a twitch in his eye, but my music and my muzzle said goodbye. Mama's Bible still in my coat, but the pages burn every time I gloat. I ain't no hero, I ain't no saint, I'm a lonesome chord and a squeeze of hay. Just 6 strings and a 38, singing sorrow, dealing fate. Living low, hiding high between a lullaby and a battle cry. If heaven's got a locked front gate, I'll break in with 6 strings and a 38. I left with dust on my tongue and pride in my jaw. Rode the rails through a world without law. Mama's tears turned to smoke in my wake, and that Kansas wind still howls and it takes. First town I hit, I was looking to work, but the banker laughed, called me nothing but dirt. So I found the back door and I learned the trade with a 6-gun sermon and a rusty switchblade. I wore a black hat, stitched from sin, heart gone hollow, soul worn thin. Each town I crossed left another scar, a crown of crows from my black hat, black heart. I used to dream about the cottonwood tree where I carved my name like a vow to be free. Now I dream of smoke and the sound of lead and the faces of all the men I left dead. That black sky morning still rides behind like a shadow stitched to a fraying mind. I didn't ask to be born in the storm, but I made damn sure it fueled my harm. So I wear this black hat like the skin I chose, not for glory, just to hide what shows. You want the truth, I tore it apart with blood on my hands and a black hat, black heart. Don't write me as a hero, don't paint me as art. I was born in dust with a black hat, black heart.
Dust in my teeth, boots on fire, sheriff's dogs howling down the razor wire. Jumped that fence with the moon in tow, one step ahead, but nowhere to go. Tick of the clock's got a crooked groove, heart won't settle, feet won't move. Still bleeding from the last bar fight, ain't slept sober since Tuesday night. Gas tank's low and the law's in tow, can't go back but I got no road. County line blues running in my veins, every wrong turn's got a new last name. Steel string rattling, voice gone hoarse, riding no mercy on a broke down horse. In my pocket, lies in my wake, ain't found truth I didn't have to fake. Rivers rising, bridge blown out, but I laugh like hell and scream my doubt. County line blues running in my veins, every wrong turn's got a new last name. Steel string rattling, voice gone hoarse, riding no mercy on a broke down horse, riding no mercy on a broke down horse. There's a crack in the wall where the sunrise bleeds in, and a rope in the yard waiting to tighten my sin. The bars don't shake and the guards don't speak, just me and my shadow in a gallows creek. They say justice is blind, but she sees me just fine, with my name carved deep on a white oak sign. I wrote my last letter, I prayed my last prayer, but the silence keeps asking if anyone's there. And the wind outside sings soft and low, like a hymn for a man the light won't show. I ain't begging for mercy, just a soul to see, when they hang my bones on a hanging tree.
I killed and I ran, I drank and I lied. Built a kingdom of dust with a gun at my side. But the ghosts don't care for the songs I wrote. They just hum along when I clear my throat. And the wind outside sings soft and low, like a hymn for a man the light won't show. I ain't begging for mercy, just a soul to see, when they hang my bones on a hanging tree. I don't fear the fall, I don't fear the snap. I fear dying with nothing but time on my lap. Regret is a shackle you can't ever flee, even when they string you from the hanging tree. So let the wind blow cold, let the crowd all cheer, let the preacher read words I won't hear. I ain't asking for heaven, just to finally be free, when they hang my neck from the hanging tree and bury me deep 'neath the hanging tree.
Says the governor ain't writing today. No ink, no mercy, no last words to say. The chaplain just sighs and folds up his hands. Even heaven won't meet man where he stands. The papers say justice, the crowd says good, but none of them saw me when I stood where I stood. The law's got a name for men like me, but not one for a boy raised on dust and grief. Clemency's a word for the lucky and clean, not for black hat boys in a noose-bound dream. I ain't begging, I ain't crying, I ain't trying to run, just staring down the barrel of the setting sun. No knock on the door, no keys in the lock, just a nail in the beam and the tick of the clock. I made peace with the devil, shook his hand real firm. Now we sit here waiting for the eternal burn.
Clemency don't come to the heart's gone heart. Ain't no saving a soul carved full of scars. Just a cold last breath and a sky gone red for a man already buried in the ashes of his sins.
Fire on the horizon, smoke in my soul. Kansas winds are howling out of control. Crossed every line, burned every town. Now the reaper's riding and he's hunting me down. There's blood on my boots, dust on my name. My heart turned cold on the black dirt plains. But the devil don't forget what he's owed in kind, and he's waiting with a grin at the county line. Lay my bones where the black wind screams, where the law won't ride and the buzzards eat. No preacher, no pardon, no white stone grace, just a grave by the crossroads in a godless place. He wore my face and he tipped his hat, said, son, you've been riding with me way back. Told him I know I chose this hell. Ain't no sins here I didn't sell. Mama cried, but I made my bed with a 6-string prayer and a trail of the dead. Papa knew when I slammed that door, I'd meet my judge with that 38's roar. Lay my bones where the black wind screams, where the law won't ride and the buzzards eat. No preacher, no pardon, no white stone grace, just a grave by the crossroads in a godless place. Flame, wrote my verses in outlaw shame. Now the choir's just coyotes and rusting chains, singing hallelujah in the devil's name. So lay me down neath the howling sky. Don't speak no prayer, don't wonder why. I was born of dust and born to fall. Now I ride with the shadows and I answer the call. Just a grave by the crossroads where I can't be found. One black hat, one black heart, and a note